What's up guys, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about the Mosko Moto Nomax tank bag. The Nomax is the successor of the Nomad tank bag by Mosko Moto, so therefore I'm not going to do a full review of this bag, since there are already plenty of them on the internet. I'm going to be talking about how I use this bag, so you're going to be seeing some tips, some tricks and even a few hacks. So stay tuned. Okay, first of all, the front side of the bag. On the front you find the typical Mosko Moto beaver tail. The beaver tail has this nice Molle panel on front, so you can use it to attach all kinds of other stuff on it. Pouches, a map pouch, or even smaller things. You can tuck it in here or attach it with key rings or whatever. One of the smaller things I put in this Molle panel is the remote control of my garage door. It fits in here very tightly, so I won't lose it. And I can just open my garage door by pushing the button. I don't have to look inside my bag or my pockets to find it. Small difference with the Nomad tank bag. That one also had, of course, the Molle panel, but that was made out of those traditional straps. This one is this nice laser cut panel with some blue details, which looks very nice, I think. The beaver tail is attached by these two buckles and of course a big Velcro patch on the inside. And a nice feature of these buckles is that the one on the left side has this emergency whistle on it. So whenever you get stuck somewhere and you can't move anymore, you can at least whistle for help. It's a feature you see a lot on mountain bike backpacks or other kind of outdoor stuff. I often take my DJI drone with me when I go riding, and one of the nicest things about this beaver tail is that I can really easily mount the remote control of the drone on the beaver tail, so it stays put while I go riding and I don't have to be worrying about it, holding it with one hand or losing it or whatever. So I just strap it on the beaver tail and I connect the remote to my phone, which is in my phone mount, by this longer USB cable. Very handy. So as you probably know, one of the main features of this tank bag is that you can also carry it around as a backpack. We come to the backpack straps later, but a very handy feature about the beaver tail is something that you also see on mountain bike backpacks, and that is that you can carry your helmet around. The beaver tail is shaped in such a way that you can put it through your helmet, just like this. Click in the buckles again. And you can just carry your helmet around wherever you go. Really handy when you want to go into a supermarket or somewhere else to pick up some groceries. You have both your hands free to do your stuff. Helmet is safely on your back. And whenever you come back, you just put your bag on your tank. And after that you take off your helmet, put it on and continue the trip. So for the first pocket behind the beaver tail, also a lot of smaller pockets, some zippers, some liners. You can put lots of stuff in here, and here's also that pocket for your sunglasses. Another nice little tool on this bag is the zipper of the sunglass pocket. What Mosko Moto did, they put this little tool inside the zipper. You just push a little button and you can pull it out, which is like a pin to take out SIM cards of your phone. Really handy if you're crossing borders, buying a new SIM card to get internet in that country. So you always have this little tool by hand to change your SIM cards on the go whenever you cross that border. Very handy. The next layer is the main compartment. For me, I use the main compartment mostly to carry my drone, which I have in this nice little pouch. It fits in there perfectly. I have even lots of space extra. And what I usually do, I take out the rain cover. The rain cover is of course behind this little zipper, one layer further, but it sits inside the main compartment like this. I take it out, I put it away with my other rain gear, so I have some extra space in the main compartment. I can even carry my drone and my camera, so I always have that stuff by hand, and I can use my rain cover whenever I'm getting dressed or putting on my rain clothes as well. Another great feature about this bag is the water bladder. This bag carries a water bladder, a 2-liter water bladder, so you can drink while riding. You don't have to carry it on your back, you don't have to carry bottles around to stop, take off the cap, take a sip. No, you can do it while riding, which is really great. Also, one of the biggest differences with the Mosko Moto Nomad tank bag. The Nomad tank bag had the entrance for the water bladder on the bottom part of the bag. This zipper over here gave access to the entrance of the water bladder. Well, with the Nomax they changed that. There were some critics about the way the bladder had to be put in. I'm not sure if that was the reason, because it was actually very easy, and Mosko Moto posted some videos about how you could put your bladder in easy and it looked really nice, but they changed it anyway. So that's also one of the disadvantages about this bag, I think, because what's left is this very, very little pocket over here. It barely has enough space to put in my fingertip, so I'm not sure what it's meant to be. Maybe you can put your earplugs in, but that's it. One of the things I'm even thinking about is to take out the padding, because there's a very thick layer of padding inside the lid of the bag. If you take that out, you already have almost twice as much space as you have right now, because it's really, really small. So the water bladder is on the final layer of the bag, which opens up with a zipper, which starts on top of the bag and opens all the way to the side. And on the inside you find this improved water bladder by Mosko Moto. 2 liters, fits nicely inside the bag. When you're not using the hose, you put it back on the bag with these nice little clamps which are all around the bag. You just click it in here and it sits very neatly around the bag. That's also one of the disadvantages. I already heard about some people using this bag, that it's really hard when riding with your gloves on to put back this hose inside one of the clamps. So Camelback already came up with these little clips. You put them on your Molle straps just like these clamps, but they're magnetic. Really great. You put one part on your Molle strap, the other part on your hose. You pull it out only one direction, so you can only pull it out upwards, but you can click it into place from almost any direction. You just have to get in the vicinity of the main clip and it sits there perfectly. The final layer of the bag contains the backpack straps. They're tucked in nicely just behind the back panel, and you can just pull them out like this. Very handy feature. Just this webbing strap, so it doesn't take up too much space in your bag. And you can attach them to the bag with these D-rings which are already there. Just click them into place and you can carry it around as your backpack. You don't always have to put these back in, because I find it very easy to just tuck them up front of the backpack, maybe through these buckles, and keep them on there while riding. If I'm not going to use my backpack during my ride because I'm going from A to B with my stuff, I just put them up like this, and whenever I get to my destination I just take them off very easily and put it on my back, a lot quicker than when I put them all back in the behind the back panel. So for these 2 lowest straps of the bag, which you normally use to mount it to your motorbike, Mosko Moto claims that when you are carrying it as a backpack, you can just click them together around your waist and use it as a waist belt. Of course you can do that. It's really handy to get these straps out of the way, but it's not really a supportive waist belt. It's just not thick enough for that, and of course you have to adjust the length to do that. It's also not really necessary, because this little bag is not going to be that heavy that you really need that waist support, but it's a nice way to get it out of the way. There's another way to get it out of the way though, and something I often use. You can just put it around the top of the bag, click them together like this. It almost fits perfectly on the shape of the bag, and when you're not using your water bladder you can even tuck it inside these clamps. Got these buckles around it. and you have it perfectly out of the way of everything else, and you can even use all of your layers inside the bag. So as for mounting the bag to your motorbike, that's really simple. You have these two lower straps which you put on the buckles which you already mounted on your motorbike, and you have these two buckles on the top of the bag. Now, this bag comes with this set of straps which you put around your headset or your frame. They click together with one buckle, and there are two other buckles for mounting the bag to. For me, the space around my headset is a little bit tight, and I don't want all those buckles to be crushed between my fork legs and my frame or whatever. So what I did, I kind of tweaked it myself. I created a new strap, looks like this. It's very simple. This is just a double-sided Velcro strap, and I put the two buckles from the original strap set on it. The advantage of this Velcro is that you can very easily tighten it or loosen it, and when you've done that, you can just stick the Velcro together and it doesn't go anywhere. I pull it around my frame just like this. I click it into the bag and I'm set. When I take the bag off, I can just click them together, leave it there. It's not in the way of my headset or my fork. Or I can take it off, take it with me, or I can stick this Velcro on the two Velcro patches which are already there from my previous brand of tank bag. So it sits there securely, so I can put my bag on when I come back from wherever. It's a really small strap, it's Velcro, it's low profile, I can take it off very easily. So I really like this hack, and it works just as well as the original one. So that was it, the review of the Mosko Moto Nomax tank bag. I really like this bag and I'm taking it on every trip I'm going. Let me know down below if you like this video. Any comment is welcome. Give me a thumbs up, and maybe I'll see you on the next one.